Is the war in West Asia beginning to hit home? When I say hit home, the economic cost of the war, the cost where it comes down to supply of LPG and crude. While the government has made sure that there is no shortage of crude, LPG supplies are tightening across several Indian cities, forcing restaurants to cut menus and ration fuel. Here's more.
A war thousands of kilometers away is now hitting Indian kitchens. The conflict in West Asia has disrupted global gas supplies, tightening LPG availability across several Indian cities. India consumes more than 5,200 million cubic meters of gas every month. Less than half of this is produced domestically, making the country heavily dependent on imports. A major share of India's LNG imports comes from Qatar, which has recently declared force majeure on supplies. India sources only about 18% from the United States, with other suppliers including UAE, Angola and Oman. In Bengaluru, commercial LPG supplies have nearly stopped, putting restaurants at risk. In Chennai, deliveries have become irregular, forcing eateries to cut menu items and ration fuel.
We have now more than 100 and plus restaurants in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
We are already that index and stall another 5 to 10 restaurants we have the airport and railways.
Okay.
Now we are challenging another 80 to 90 restaurant closing level we have only for this today or tomorrow we limited stock only.
In Mumbai, at least 20 hotels and eateries have reportedly shut operations due to LPG shortages. Restaurant owners in Hyderabad say deliveries have slowed sharply, forcing them to activate contingency plans. Cylinder supplies in Bhopal say they are on high alert. Distribution companies say they are closely monitoring supplies and working to prevent major disruptions. Kolkata is also witnessing an acute shortage of non-domestic LPG cylinders. One of the city's largest confectionery and restaurant chains have halted operations at its central kitchen, which normally uses nearly 40 cylinders a day.
Due to the ongoing Iran war, the supply of LPG cylinders is disturbed. The hotel and restaurant industry is not getting adequate supply of LPG cylinders. However, until yesterday, we were getting some supplies, but from today, there is a complete stop of supply of LPG cylinders. I am afraid if this continues, the hotels and restaurants industry may have to shut down.
To tackle the situation, the central government has taken several steps. Essential Commodities Act invoked. Oil Ministry panel set up to examine supply disruptions. Refineries asked to maximize LPG output. LPG refill booking cycle extended. Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri also met Prime Minister Modi with External Affairs Minister Jaishankar present to review the situation. Government sources told India today that the LPG crisis has been resolved. Since yesterday, refineries have increased LPG production by 10%. India is also in touch with several countries to ensure that the nation's energy demands are met. Oil companies say LPG supplies are now being prioritized for households and essential services such as hospitals and schools. Commercial demand will be addressed based on availability. For now, the squeeze being felt by most is India's restaurant industry. But the larger question remains, is this a real shortage or a crisis driven by panic and hoarding? Bureau Report, India Today.